Monkey branching relationships always fail 100% of the times. And I can already hear you guys saying, hey, but Coach Paz, my ex and their new supply have been together for more than 6 months or a year. They got married or they even have a fucking kid. Let me tell you this and reassure you. If monkey branching relationship lasts more than 6 months, it will surely turn toxic. It doesn't matter if they have a kid, if they got married. None of this matter. And in today's session, I am going to outline for you 17 reasons as to why monkey branching relationships always fail. This is probably the only video that you will ever need to watch about why monkey branching relationships fail and how it's going to go into shit. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. If you don't know me, I'm a no bullshit kind of coach. I will tell you what you need to hear to heal, not what you want to hear to pay me. In today's session, you're going to hear a lot of stuff that you probably don't want to hear, but you need to hear them. As I'm walking you through the 17 reasons as to why it will fail, I'm gonna guide you and tell you how you need to get over this and how you need to handle it and right perspective of this shitty situation that you're in right now. But also let me reassure you that this happened for you and not to you. So you're not the victim here. You're the victor and you're going to be just fine. You're in the right place at the right time. My channel is for people just like you that want to heal and grow. And the first stage of healing is understanding your ex. I always say the first stage is understanding your ex. This is why you're watching this. You want to know why it will fail. Because you don't want them to win. They're already lost, but we're going to get there. You don't want them to win. You don't want them to be happy because they hurt you so deeply. I get it. So the first step that I'm going to help you with is understanding your ex. But get this, this is not it. After you're understanding your ex and you're watching all these monkey branching videos, rebound relationships, narcissism, avoidance, all these videos, after that you need to elevate. And once you elevate, you stop watching these videos because you understand your ex and what they did, why they did it, and it gives you ease because every time you see why the relationship will fail, you're like, you can breathe again. So I want you to take this energy, this new renewed energy that you just got and pour it on yourself. Do things for you and not to you. Once you do everything for you and not to you, you will understand that this breakup happened for you and not to you, and you elevate, you will grow, you will love yourself, and you will heal. And I'm here to guide you. So, like I said, first things first, understanding your ex, then working on yourself. Then you need to understand relationship dynamics, masculine to feminine, polarity, and all that stuff. And once you get all of this information, you're healed. You're healed completely. I call it complete healing because now you're ready. And once you get into another relationship, let me tell you, you will heal in this new relationship as well. Because 80% you heal alone, 15% you heal in a new relationship, and 5% you will stay fucked forever. It is whatever the fuck it is. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start with the first thing. First thing that why monkey branching relationships will always fail is they try to bypass the grief process. Monkey branchers don't sit with the pain. You, my friend, sitting with the pain because you're forced to sit with the pain. And you are dealing with it like a fucking hero, and I know it's super hard. You probably can't sleep, can't eat, can't stop thinking, ruminating, and all that. You sit with the pain. This is why you're going to grow. They don't sit with the pain. They run from it into the arms of someone new. So the novelty gives them ease. For you, understanding gives you ease. Do you see the difference? How you're going to grow and how they're going to just plummet? You're elevating, they're disintegrating. Now, emotional wounds don't vanish just because you're distracted. They faster underneath the surface. This is why it will fail. They faster underneath the surface. Eventually, suppressed emotions bubble up in the new relationship through mood swings, withdrawal, or self-sabotage, cracking the illusion of happiness. They might seem happy. They might seem like everything is okay. They might seem all that shit because they show it online. That's one of the main problems. And by the way, I hope that you're not stalking them and you're not looking at their profile ever. Block, delete, move on. I made a bunch of videos on it. I'm going to re-emphasize it here. You cannot look at what they're doing now. This is unfair, unkind to you, and it's regressive. you need to progress. You need always to move forward. You cannot stay stuck. And the first thing that I always say is block. Go radio silence. Don't do the no bullshit, the no contact bullshit. Go radio silence, which radio silence means that you cut off all lines of communication. If you have mutual obligations with them, kids or something like that, you will need to keep the lines of communication open just for that. Business as usual, but not more than that. Never talk about the relationship and never bring this up because it's over. And you never take a monkey branching ex back if that wasn't obvious. Now, they will show that their life is beautiful. They will show that everything is good. But this is just a mask. This is just a front. People show on social media what they want other people to see, not what's really going on. And actually, in the worst days, they post the most. So the more happy they look, the less happy they are. And that's just what it is. You gotta accept it. Number two, the two emotional wounded people attract each other. You attract who you are. You attract who you are. So get this, they attracted who they are. They attracted a person that is similar to them on the vibrational frequency. You are vibrating higher. This is why you're not on the same frequency as them. This is why they tapped, they fell off. Monkey branching draws people with low self-esteem or abandonment issues. There is no other way. There is no other way that a person that is secure, loving themselves, and in a good condition will get into a relationship with someone that is already in a relationship. And get this, if the new supply get into a relationship with your ex and they didn't even notice that this person is taken, what does it say about them? It's even more fucked. Now, the brancher needs a quick fix. The new partner, the new supply, wants to be needed. It's a needy person. This is not a healed person that they are now dating. It's a wounded person, and your ex is wounded, and there you go. This is a cocktail. This is a mix of a very toxic relationship right off the bat, and we're only in number 2, and you can already see the toxicity that's about to be in this relationship. This creates toxic loop, like I said, of validation seeking, dependency, and emotional instability. Eventually it implodes. It will implode. There is this it's a vicious cycle that they seek reassurance from the other partner because they use the other person as an emotional crutch. So every time they feel the need to be validated, they go back, they go to this person, and eventually this person is like, oh my God, you're so fucking needy. And then the other person is needy, and it's a codependent relationship. Again, right off the bat, it just started, and they're already codependent. That's not healthy. That's some toxic shit. Number 3, psychological displacement. This is a classical one. Instead of forming a new connection, they try to recreate their relationship, your relationship, through someone else. They go to the same places, they use the same nicknames, even mimic your routines, trying to replace, not rebuild. They do everything that you used to do. Worse than that, they do the things that you were supposed to do. Let's say you are about to move in together. Guess what's going to happen right immediately when they meet immediately when they monkey branch to the new person? You got it right. They move in. If you were engaged, guess what? They're going to get engaged and even get married. If you plan to have a kid, guess what? They will do that. This is a classical psychological displacement where they continue the relationship they had with you with another person, and one day they wake up and they see that this new person is not you, and they're like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened here? They will not understand what they've done. This is what's going to happen. Psychological displacement is real. Now, number 4, no time to truly know the new partner. And by the way, comment below which one of those you already recognize within your ex. All of them? Just let me know. Even just put the number. And if there is something that I didn't cover here, put it in the comments below as well, because I want you guys to see how toxic it is and how dysfunctional it is and how fucked it really is. Okay, number 4, like I said, no time to truly know the new partner. They don't date with intention. They grab the first branch available, the low-hanging fruit. They don't really know this person. It's like starting a new job and saying to the boss, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to operate this machine, but I got this. It's like, yeah, but you never done this. No, I will get to know the machine while I'm at the job. It's getting to know the job while you're at the job. They don't know this person very well, and they get to know this person while in the relationship. They first commit, and then they get to know the person. And in a healthy relationship, you get to know the person, and then you commit. Here, what they've done is completely reversed. This is one of the many reasons, like I'm explaining to you right now, that this will turn toxic or will fail. You cannot commit to someone that you don't know. You can't. And this is exactly what they do. It's not about compatibility, values, or emotional safety. It's about avoiding loneliness. They just don't want to be lonely. They don't want to be lonely, so they just go with the first person to say, hey, all right. Usually it's coworkers. I see it a lot. Coworkers or a friend that was there all along in the background. Let me know if that happened to you, if it was a friend or a coworker or maybe even a neighbor. Because they rushed in, they later discover deal breakers they ignored in the beginning when it's already too late. Too late. And even if they knew this person for a long time, when you enter a romantic setting, the dynamic change. Some people tell me, yeah, but they knew them for 5 years before, and then they monkey branched. So it's not really monkey branching because they knew them. No, they knew them as a friend. Once they get to know them on an intimate, romantic level where it's one-on-one, meaning there is no other distractions, because remember, before they monkey branch, they were with you. So they didn't give their full undivided attention to this new person. So they always had you. Now they don't have you, and they need to give their fully undivided attention to this person. And now it's problems in heaven, or I should say in hell. This is how it's going to be. The dynamic change because now they need to tend to their emotions. They need to be there. They need to do a lot of stuff that they didn't do when they were in a relationship before they monkey branched. And when they monkey branched, that's it. They don't have a safety net. And when they don't have a safety net, they will try to find another safety net. This is what the monkey branch is doing. They swing from one branch to another, one branch to another, because they need this safety and security and this exit. They always look for exit. They always have backups. So, do you think this is going to work? No, of course not. Number 5, always turn toxic if it wasn't clear enough up until this point. Any relationship born out of betrayal, deceit, and emotional avoidance is bond that becomes toxic. It's not a divine union. It's not divine. God is not going to bless this type of relationship. Energetically, it's fucked. How can you meet a person with hurting another person, deceit, lie, betray, and think that God will bless this relationship, the universe, whatever you want to call it? There's no blessing here. So it will turn toxic. At first, it might seem thrilling, but once the mask falls off, the dysfunction begins. Arguments, resentment, jealousy, emotional manipulations. These people, monkey branchers, are super manipulative people. They will say and do everything that they need to get what they want. And if they don't, they just branch out. Number 6, rescue mission, not real love. Monkey branchers aren't looking for love. They're looking for relief. They use this new person to numb their pain or validate their worth. They look for relief. They didn't upgrade. They actually downgraded their character. But when someone enters a relationship needing to be saved, it's a matter of time before both people drown. I'm going to say it again. When someone enters a relationship needing to be saved, it's a matter of time before both people drown. You can't go into a relationship out of a need. When people go out of a need, getting into a new relationship out of a need, they become needy. And when they go into a relationship because they want it, it's completely different. So if they say, I need you because I don't have another person, so I need you, they become needy. And this neediness leads to anxiety, leads to stress, And this contributes to the toxicity in this relationship, because now they are not self-sufficient. And you don't want to be with someone who is needy. And they are needy. So this will eventually turn into shit. Number 7, easy come, easy go. It's pretty self-explanatory. When you jump ship without doing the work, you don't value what you find next. That's just what it is. They think easy come, easy go. So this person is swipeable. They don't really need to put a lot of effort and attention. And this is why without effort, attention, and watering the love, this will crumble. The love will not flourish and the relationship will not be sustainable. They didn't earn the connection, so they won't fight to keep it. They didn't earn the connection. This is why they will not fight to keep it. Once the novelty fades, they treat the new person as disposable, just like they did with you. I know it's painful to hear, but they will treat this person as disposable, just like they treated you. Everything that they've done to you, they will do to this new person. Why? Because they didn't change. Why they didn't change? They didn't feel the pain. Why they didn't feel the pain? They jump into a new relationship. The novelty distracts them from the pain. Why you will change and you will grow? You feel the pain. Pain is the catalyst to change. You need to feel pain to change. You need to take responsibility and accountability to change. They did not. When a person does not take accountability and responsibility to change because they don't feel the pain, they will stay stuck and they will perpetuate the same type of behaviors in their next relationship. And if you don't do the work on yourself right now, you will perpetuate the same type of behaviors and you will attract another cheater, another monkey brancher. And this is why I'm telling you all the time, you guys, if you need help with this, get the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program. Now I offer it for only $37 and it will help you to draw the conclusions, to heal correctly, to make sure that you don't perpetuate the same behaviors, because the quality of your life will be dependent on the quality of your healing in this moment. Also, the quality of your next relationship. If you don't get the knowledge, if you don't understand that, and if you don't grow, like I said at the beginning, you need to understand your ex, number one. Number two, work on yourself, pour all of this into you. Then you understand relationship dynamics. Then you understand yourself more. You become different. And all of this I teach you at the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program. Check the link in the description below. Get it. And over there, I can support you also with, I have live Q&As. You got a beautiful community. And once you sign up, you can get a discounted rate to book one-on-one call with me, where I can guide you even faster and you will heal so much faster and so much better, because it's not about the speed, it's about the quality of your healing. And this is what's important to me, because maybe this is not the first time that you got cheated on. Maybe this is not the first time that you attract this kind of scumbag. And let me tell you, this is something that you don't want to hear, but you need to hear. It's you. You are the common denominator. You're not the problem, but you are the solution. The solution is here in your heart, and I'm here to guide you to back to your heart, back to who you really are, back to the masculine man you are, or the feminine woman that you are, in order for you to really find you. And once you find you, you'll find your match. So if you need help one-on-one, for all the men, I'm here for you. For all the females, my wife is here to help you as well. And let me tell you, she's amazing. I'm so blessed. And I met her through my channel. I met her because of my documentary. I documented my journey. And I'm telling you this because when you vibrate in a certain frequency, you will find your match. So when I healed correctly, like I'm telling you, I did all the work, just like I'm telling you on my program. She did the work as well. And we clicked. And we found each other from the other side of the world. She lives in Philadelphia, I live in Tulum. Now we live in both places, but still, you understand what I mean? When you do the work, you find your match. Back to the topic. Number 8, settling for the first available person. Like I said earlier, the low-hanging fruit. Monkey branches often lower their standard drastically. They don't choose out of alignment. They choose out of panic. They need someone. They convince themselves that the new person is amazing, but deep down, they know They settle just to avoid the discomfort of being alone. They lie to themselves, they gaslight themselves, and they even maybe they even tell you, oh, this person, or they tell their friends and people, oh, this person is so great, this is so great, this is so great. Well, in all reality, they lie to themselves drastically. Drastically. And when they lie to themselves, this is also why they're not going to heal. So you dodge the bullet with being without this person. Trust me, you dodge the bullet. Number 9 is unrealistic fantasies replace reality. They project all their unmet needs onto the new partner, fantasizing that this person is the one. Your ex might say, this is the best relationship I ever had, just weeks into it. But this is not love. It's fantasy created to escape pain of loss. They will tell people this person is the best. How the fuck do you know you just got to know this person? And even if they know them for a little while, it doesn't matter. In a romantic relationship, in the romantic setting, the dynamic change. You get to know a person, it's completely different. It's not like a friend that you hang out with. Once you're with a person for long duration of time and you give them your undivided attention, the dynamic changes with you, the energy and the dynamic changes completely. It's not the same. So get this, it's not the same. And because it started like shit, also the other person will always suspect that they might do it to them because they do it to you. So you say, this person is a cheater, the person I'm with. She also cheated, or he always also cheated. How do I know that they will not cheat on me? And this is where the seed of doubt is planted in the new supply's head. And this is how probably the new supply even will just break up with them, because it said, fuck this. You did this to your person. How do I know that you're not going to do it to me? And it's just a matter of time, by the way, that this conversation will take place. They will always hold it against them. They will say, you cheated, and this is why we're together. How do I know that you're not going to do the same to me? And toxicity begins. Number 10, denying you ever mattered. That's so painful. To justify the betrayal, they rewrite history. They downplay importance and pretend the relationship was already over. They will tell you things like, oh no, didn't you see that I was already exited the relationship? Didn't you notice that we didn't get along? Didn't you? It's like, even if I did, the breakup needs to be civilized. It's different. You don't just go with someone else. So they will tell you probably this kind of stuff. And let me know in the comments below what your ex told you to justify their monkey branching. Because when you catch them, when you caught them, they will blame you for looking at their phone. They will blame you for finding out. And they will say such ridiculous things to you. And you're going to catch yourself and say, how in the world you can blame me for finding out about your betrayal? That will not make sense to you. Don't even try to use logic to understand this one, because this will fry your brain. That when I tried to understand it, when I found out she was cheating, and when I saw it, she literally told me, why you snooped? I knew something's going on. I felt something's going on. And you blame me before I found out? That is so bad. And this will fuck with you, but you will be fine with this. It will take you a little bit of time, but you will be fine. Just understand that they will deny you ever mattered. Suddenly, they will claim that they were unhappy for a long time. They will say it. Even though just weeks ago, you were making future plans together. That things really fucks with people. They say, just 2 weeks ago, we talked about, 2 weeks before they found out about market branching, everything was fine, seemingly. We talked about a wedding maybe, or moving in together, or going to a vacation, and all of a sudden, they're gone. Again, don't try to use logic, because it will fry your brain completely. I'm just putting it out there for you to know. Number 11 is dating the opposite or replica of you. That's hilarious. They believe that if they date someone completely different or similar, similar to you, all of their pain will go away. If you were emotionally mature, they might go with someone chaotic. Or if you were calm and stable, they might seek instability and drama. Either way, this is not love. This is just overcorrection. If you look at your ex's new supply and you say to yourself, this is exactly me or a younger version of me, they think that you were the problem. This is one more reason that it would not heal and grow, because they truly believe that you're the problem. Why they think you were the problem? Because now that you are gone, they don't feel bad, because they think you made them feel bad, but you actually were a mirror to them, confronting them with their own emotions and who they really are, and they will not grow because they cannot really see who they are. They don't look at the mirror and see their flaws. They look at the mirror and think, there's specks on the mirror. The mirror is the problem. Delusional much? Jesus, no. So understand, this is the person you dated. Now, just be happy that this person is no longer in your life. Number 12, repeating the same mistakes, because they keep healing. They try to bypass the grief process, which is absolutely impossible. Like I said, it's impossible to bypass the grief process, number one, because if you don't grieve, it will surface. So they tried, but it will not work, it will not go. And they try to skip the healing. They bring all of their baggage into the new relationship, different person, same problems. You think that the new supply getting a better version of your ex. No, they get the same, or even they actually not the same. They get the worst version of your ex. They blame you for everything that they went through that were wrong. But eventually, the same patterns resurface: poor communication, jealousy, avoidance, or emotional immaturity. Everything will come back. Everything that they've done with you will happen again. Same mistakes, 100% of the times. 100%. Because if a person doesn't change, just think logically, if a person doesn't change, they will do the same shit. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand that one. Number 13, using the new partner as an emotional crutch. The new person isn't the partner. They are a distraction, a band-aid, and a dopamine fix. Eventually, the weight becomes too much. The new supply feel drained, used, and unappreciated. They will feel used. That's when the cracks begin to show even more. They will feel like they're using them, and they will say things like, "You're just using me. Now you've done this to your ex. How do I know you're not going to do it to me again?" And this is the cracks, and this is where the toxicity starts to faster. Ignoring red flags, number 14, in their desperation to prove the new relationship is better, they will overlook red flags, even if the new person is controlling, unavailable, or clearly not a match. They cling harder until finally it crushes and burns. Number 15, codependence takes over. Without emotional independence, the relationship becomes a crutch instead of a partnership. That's it. They lean onto each other. They become dependent. And I think I said at the beginning, in an unhealthy ways, feeding each other's insecurity instead of helping each other grow. And a relationship, you need to grow together in a relationship, not disintegrate together in a relationship. Number 16, staying to save face. Even when they know the relationship is wrong, they stay longer than they should because they don't want to admit they made a mistake by leaving you. They hate to admit it because they said to everybody, look, this is the person. I left X to be with Y, or should I say I left 1 to be with 0. I left the 1 to be with a fucking 0. And it's hard to admit it, so they stay longer. They try to make it work because they don't want people to say, ha, you fucked up. They don't want to they will cling so much to save face. They will keep posting happy selfies, acting like everything is perfect, when deep down they feel trapped and ashamed. Number 17, last but not least, novelty fades. Reality hits. At first, everything feels new and exciting and validating. But when the high wears off, then they start comparing the new supply to you. And they often realize what they lost. This is usually when they spiral, stalk you on social media, start to hover, or even try to come back. And I see this all the time. Monkey branching your exes come back all the fucking time. And I don't want you to ever take them back. This is why I'm preparing you here to understand why never taking back, why it will fail, what you need to do to make sure that you heal correctly, that you grow as a person, because the healing process is a self-love journey. You gotta fall back in love with yourself. The way you do it is by realizing things. It's by understanding, first of all, like I said, you understand them, then you understand yourself, then you start elevating with your knowledge, you turn it into wisdom, you alchemize the pain into beauty, into power. You elevate, you don't do drugs, alcohol, you don't engage in any vices that numbing yourself. You are doing everything for you. You're strengthening yourself with a proper diet. Even now probably it's hard for you to eat, but you'll get your appetite back and you eat properly. You go to the gym, you take care of yourself, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't numb yourself, you sit with the pain, you meditate on it, you learn new things. Then you understand relationship dynamics. When you understand relationship dynamics, you understand why it crumbled even more. And then you understand how not to make the same mistakes. And when you change, you start to fall in love with yourself more and more. And you say to yourself, wow, what an amazing person I am now. And this is when you know that you're irreplaceable. This is when your self-confidence that comes from competence, confidence comes from competence, and to be competent, you need to act, you need to do. And the more you do, you work on yourself and you realize who you are and you elevate who you are. This is where your self-confidence, you say, I am a fucking catch. When you get to the point that you understand that you're a catch and there is nobody like you, this is where you fall so deep in love with yourself and you don't even care. When they come back, you just tell them, I don't deserve a person who comes back. I deserve a person who never leaves. And now you have relationship skills. You have strong mind, strong heart, because you endure dark nights of the soul. And I know that you probably, maybe you're watching this in the late night, after midnight, because you can't sleep and you want to see and you want to learn and you want to know. And I'm here to guide you and to help you. I cannot take away your pain. But what I can do, because the pain is already there. You are watching me after you got hit. All I can do is to tell you that this pain is for you. It's not to you. This pain is to strengthen you, to show you. This pain is the best thing that ever happened to you. I made a video actually a few days ago about why monkey branching is a blessing in disguise. And I made also a video why my ex was an angel in disguise. A blessing, and you gotta see it. You gotta understand that. Get out of the victim mindset. Go into the victor mindset. Take care of yourself. Do the work. Do the work. And let me tell you, don't take a lot of time doing the work. Just do the work. Sign up for the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program, or jump on a call with me where I can help you and guide you to not take away the pain, but to understand the pain. And when you understand the pain will leave. I can't take away the pain. I can give you understandings by looking at you and knowing where the pain is, showing you where to look inside you, and then it elevates. And when it elevates, you elevate and you grow. With that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Everything that you need, it's already within you. And everything that you need, it's already here on my channel. And all that you need is loving yourself to unlock everything that's already here. I love you, and I will see you again in the next one.